Welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to take a very interesting concept, that is composite primary keys in SQL. Before we implement the composite primary key in SQL, let us discuss what it is and why we need such type of the keys in SQL. Composite primary key basically is a type of the primary key that is made up of two or more number of attributes together. We will be saying that a key is simple primary key when we have a single attribute there. If we have two or more attributes present in a primary key, then we will say that it's a composite primary key. Now, what are the circumstances where we may require a composite primary key? See, when we have a primary key in our table, it means any value corresponding to that column is not supposed to be repeated in that table. Now suppose there is a scenario where we want to capture the information about the employees and the various projects on which the employees are working. And suppose the relationship between employee and the projects is many to many. That is, a single employee may work on multiple projects and a single project may have multiple employees. If we have to capture this type of information, then it is obvious that a single employee will be repeated at multiple times in this table, where that employee is associated with multiple projects. When a single employee is associated with multiple projects, then that particular employee will be repeated for all such projects where he or she is working. Similarly, when a single project is having multiple employees, then the information about that single project will be repeated at multiple places for each employee who is working on that project. So, if we take the project side alone or the employee side alone, then none of the attribute from project or the employee is capable of being the primary key. Because if we take the employee ID, then employee ID is repeated at multiple places. So is the true for project ID. So if we want that there should be a primary key in such circumstances, then we should take some attribute from both the participating entities. Like here, we must take one attribute from employee and another attribute from project, and the combination of these two attributes must be unique and must be not null throughout our table. So, for such circumstances where we have many-to-many cases or many-to-many relationships among the participating entity sets, we must have composite primary keys. So let us see how we can implement the composite primary key in SQL. Before we learn how we can implement a composite primary key in SQL, you must have the knowledge of simple primary key, and there is a video for that. If you do not have the knowledge of simple primary key, then you must watch that video that is given there in this channel. Now suppose you have the knowledge of simple primary key. Let us see how we can implement this composite key in SQL. Now let us see how we can implement composite primary key in SQL. Suppose we want to create employee project table and we want to capture the employee ID from employee side, then the employee name, employee salary, and after that we want to capture the project ID and project name from project side. So we have defined all the attributes first, and then at the end, that is after this last column, we are required to define the composite primary key. And see, there is a difference in the syntax when we are defining a composite primary key. In simple primary key, we just put this keyword, that is primary key, after the definition of that attribute. But now we need to give the keyword first, and after that we need to give the compositions of the various attributes. So let us see how it will be behaving. So it will be creating this table in project for us. Now let us see how we can enter the data there and what type of the data it will be taking. The first is employee ID, the name, then salary. YZ. Then the project ID. So 1, 2, 3. Then the project name. Insert into table name, then the values. So it is taking the values and one row is inserted. Now let us try to enter the information about the same employee who is working on the different project. Let us say now the project is different. Project is, let us say, 1, 2, 4, and the name is P2. So it is allowed. Let us say that employee is working on 3 projects, then we need to enter, let us say, the project ID for that all the 3 projects here. Now suppose there is a same project and the multiple employees. Suppose this is the project that is 126 and it is project 4, and there are the multiple employees. One of them is, let us say, this 2, 3, 4. That is inserted, and then there is another employee who is 2, 3, 5. There is another employee. His name and the salary are the same. Now suppose we try to insert this row again. Here we have the same employee, that is 236, and the project is same, that is 126. We already have entered the information of these 2 things. Let us try to reinsert it. Now there is a violation. Since we have the same combination repeated here, that is 236 and 126. We already have entered the values for this combination, so that is not allowed. Let us try to enter some null value as well. Let us try to enter null for, let us say, employee ID. So that is also not allowed. The same is applicable when we try to enter some null for this project ID, because that is a part of primary key. That is not allowed. Now see what is present there in the table. Yes, now you can see that there is a repetition of employee ID, and also there is a repetition of project ID. But when we take the combination of both, that is the same employee ID combined with some project ID, that combination is not repeated in this table. So this is how we can implement the concept of composite primary keys in SQL. Hope you understood the concept of this key and how we can implement this in SQL. If you have any doubt, then you can put your doubt in the comment section. Thank you for watching.